A Salt Lake City firefighter is preparing for her biggest challenge yet. No, she won't be leaping out of a burning building, but she will be proving she's got the strength to do it. As Fox 13's Lane Lyon reports for Martha Ellis, it's about remembering a fallen friend.
Keeping in shape is part of the job for Salt Lake City firefighter Martha Ellis.
That's the most important thing for me, is being confident in my training.
And training turns to competition when hundreds of firefighters get together for the annual Combat Challenge. Ellis and her firefighter husband take on the challenges together. But after 4 straight years of holding the world record time for women, Ellis decided to retire from the competitions. She's made many friends, though, including Kimberly Smith, a fellow firefighter with a lot in common from Texas.
We're both total nuts for our dogs. We're always trying to get the guys in the station to eat vegetarian meals. Just a neat gal.
A fire at a Houston McDonald's would prove to be Kimberly Smith's bravest challenge. In February, she and another firefighter were inside when they became trapped. Neither made it out alive.
It shocked all of us, it really did. And fortunately, my local 1645 was very, very gracious, and they sent me down there for the funeral to represent our department and also represent the Combat Challenge.
It was there that Smith's family asked Martha if she would consider competing once more, this time for Kim.
So there I was, back out at the stairs, running them feverishly.
And hitting the weights. Ellis says Kim is motivating her and is planning a special tribute.
I think it's a real source of pride when you do get your first fire helmet and get to put your name on the back. And I've opted to take my own name off and put Kim's on, because this is really for her. You know, if it happens, we'll put our lives on the line to do our job, and Kim did. You know, she gave the ultimate sacrifice. And
Martha says she knows her friend will be looking out for her during the event that first brought them together.
Well, I got the biggest cheering section up above, so.
In Salt Lake, Lane Lyon, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Ellis leaves tomorrow for Las Vegas, where the national championships will be held this week. We'll let you know how she does.
You're watching Randall Carlisle and Kimberly Perkins on News 4 Utah.
A Salt Lake City firefighter is heading to Las Vegas today to compete in the Firefighter Combat Challenge. Martha Ellis has already won this competition 4 times, but this time around, she's not competing to win. She's also honoring a fallen friend. News 4 Utah's Lori Aoki has her story.
Firefighter ready, go.
Martha Ellis officially retired from competition 2 years ago after winning her 4th Firefighter Combat Challenge. She also set a world record time of 2 minutes 28 seconds in the climbing, hoisting, and pounding competition. Now she's back. Tragedy struck last February when Houston firefighter and Martha's fellow competitor, Kim Smith, died while fighting a structure fire. At Kim's funeral, her sister asked Martha to consider running one final time. Martha agreed to come out of retirement in Kim's memory.
She's been on my mind during training, you know. I mean, you start getting all worn out and tired and feeling sorry for yourself, and then you just can't, because you realize that this is nothing compared to what she went through.
This time around, Martha says it's not about winning. Of course, she'd like to do her best, but for her, this year, the stakes are much higher. Martha says the stress she's placing on herself is more intense, knowing that she's not only competing for herself, she's also doing it for Kim and other fallen firefighters.
Her intensity has been tremendous this year. She's upped it a notch. She's worked out more often. She's been to the gym lifting more weights than she ever has before.
Lives are lost to protect property and lives in our communities, and this was a really big one for me, and I just don't want people to forget.
Even if she doesn't walk away with the win in Las Vegas, Martha and Jeff agree the real victory is in remembering and honoring Kim.
Woo! Yeah! Right on!
Lori Aoki, News 4 Utah.
Oh, go for it, Martha. You know, she's going to wear Kim's name on her helmet during the competition.
Let's hope she wins.
Yes.
Yeah. Do a good job. Well done.
The most engaging and dynamic athletes we've ever met. Took some time off from the Combat Challenge, but we're all glad that Martha Ellis is back.
Right, Bob, and she's here, a very special run for a very special reason.
On February 14th of this year at 4:33 a.m., The alarm rang at Station 76, and Houston firefighter and Combat Challenge competitor Kimberly Smith and Houston firefighter Lewis Mayo responded to a building fire. While inside the structure, the roof collapsed, trapping both Lewis and Kimberly. They did not survive.
The members of the fire service and all members of the Houston Fire Department wish to thank firefighter Lewis Mayo for his 18 years of service and firefighter Kimberly Smith for her 5 years of service to the citizens of the city of Houston. You have paid the ultimate sacrifice for us, and both of you shall never be forgotten. 11:44 hours KTZ 377.
My local sent me down there, local 1645 sent me down there to represent our department in the Combat Challenge. And I met her sister, and it was all very moving and very sad, and her sister asked me with teary eyes if I would run in Kim's behalf, and there just wasn't any way I could say no to that. And for as committed as I was to never competing at this level again, there was a greater calling.
Martha retired as the reigning 4-time champion and literally started all over with the assistance of her husband, Jeff Ellis, and firefighter Paul Kruger, who helped her get ready for this run.
I just stepped up to that line and my whole mind just went quiet and the alarm went off and that was it. I felt like I had wind under my feet. I just flew. It was such a beautiful feeling, and I was just inspired. I was so full of her and wanting to honor her and wanting to do just the best I could possibly do, because I didn't want to come out and run for Kimberly Smith and do a half-baked job. That just wasn't my style. Refreshing to be doing it for her and not for me. It really is an amazing feeling to commit to honoring somebody like this. It's just awesome. I can't even really explain it.
And Martha Ellis does the impossible, crossing the finish line with a 2:22, setting a new women's world record.
I was so filled with happiness when I crossed the finish line. I mean, yeah, the 2:22, you know, that's great. You know, I'm thrilled to death. But man, it wasn't for me. It was for her, and it was cool. It was just a great feeling.
You have paid the ultimate sacrifice for us, and both of you shall never be forgotten.